This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Very good evening to all of you. Now, even as the DMK takes count after Jayalalitha's heavy-duty impact in Madurai, flustered members from within the DMK are hitting back with force. But importantly, the nature and extent of reactions carry with them hidden messages. Elder brother Alagiri stops just short of hitting below the belt, while the younger brother Stalin gives a measured response. What do we make of these developments? That's one question that our senior correspondent Peer Mohammed will get the answers to. Now, Peer, if I can talk to you, just a quick word from you. Do you think that post the Madurai rally, the DMK is actually a little unnerved post the rally?
Ashmit, probably they are shaken a bit seeing such a huge crowd at the opposition rally.
From those huge crowds, we have the numbers, it's close to 5 lakhs. So that perhaps has shaken, according to our correspondent DMK a little bit. So we'll dwell on that issue with greater detail in just a little while with our senior correspondent Peer Mohammed. I am Ashmit Kumar and you're watching the show that reports news and shapes opinions. Headlines now. So let's take a quick look at the headlines at this hour. That's Alagiri's comeback to Ammar's 45-minute monologue about the DMK's Madurai strongman in the backyard yesterday. The younger brother MK Stalin refuses to respond to Jayalalitha's sarcastic comments on his relationship with his big brother. Meanwhile, the Tamil Nadu government has defended its appointment of Letika Saran as the DJP yet again, submits a petition at the Apex Court. The upper house is embroiled in more legal trouble. A 5th petition has been filed challenging the elections to the house. After 11th round of talks failed yesterday, NLC contract workers take to the streets of Cuddalore on the 31st day of the strike. 5 buses have been vandalized. Former MLA chooses the more direct way of stealing from the public, plays an income tax official and robs an 83-year-old. Off-screen chemistry hits a low for Prabhu Deva and Nayanthara with fresh notices coming their way. The case has been posted to the 23rd of November. Well, those were some of the local news developments. Let's also take a look at some national stories making the headlines. The BJP drags the Prime Minister's office into the Commonwealth scandal, asks for a joint parliamentary committee probe. Meanwhile, the opposition's charge comes on a day the IIT department raids the BJP leader along with 30 other locations in connection with the games overlay scam. Mumbai terror convict Kasab spits during the video conference hearing on the death sentence, but no contempt of court proceedings. UK publication Guardian says Headley told Indian investigators he regularly reported back to the ISI. And the Congress echoes the Sena line. Ashok Chavan tells NDTV Rohinton Mistry's withdrawn book has objectionable language. Talking about the big story of the day, election rhetoric has acquired a new colour post Jayalalitha's show of strength rally in Madurai. But even as the reactions are pouring in from the DMK, the differences in tone and tenor of the reactions given by the two brothers Stalin and Alagiri has become the talking point within the political circles. While DMK strongman Alagiri held little back and gave it back to the AIDMK full frontal, the younger brother Stalin chose to present an escapist front. Is this only the first indicator of the Madurai rally taking a toll? Let's first listen into the barrage of words Alagiri threw at Amma both in Madurai and here in Chennai.
மதுரையில வந்து ஒரு தனி ராஜ்யம் நடத்துறீங்க அப்படின்னு ஜெயலலிதா சொல்லிருக்காங்க பொதுக்கூட்டத்துல. நீங்க வந்து மதுரையில தனி ராஜ்யம் நடத்துறீங்க, அங்க உள்ள சமூக அவங்களுடைய விருப்பத்தை சொல்லிருக்காங்க.
சார் அதே மாதிரி பலமுறை கடிதங்கள் அனுப்பினதா ஓபனா ஒரு பப்ளிக் மீட்டிங்
சொல்றோம். நம்ம என்ன பண்றது, நம்ம யாரும் எழுதி கொடுத்துருக்காங்க, நம்ம நல்லா விசாரிக்காம வந்து அந்த பப்ளிக் மீட்டிங்ல என்னை பற்றி பேசிட்டு போயிருக்காங்க. நீங்க அவ்வளோதான், அதுதான் நல்லா சொல்ல முடியும். அதாவது எழுதி கொடுத்தது தப்பாக எழுதி கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. எழுதி கொடுத்தது விசாரிக்கணும், எது உண்மை, எழுதி கொடுத்தவங்க வந்து கரெக்டாக எழுதி கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. அப்போ அந்த அம்மா மேலே பரிதாபப்படுறாரு தான். அதை கரெக்டாக எழுதி வந்து அதாவது விசாரிக்கணும். இப்போ என்னை பற்றி உங்களை பற்றி ஒன்று எழுதணும்னா அதை வந்து நீங்கள் நான் வந்து முதல்ல விசாரிச்சுட்டு தான் வந்து அதை பற்றி பேசணும். பேசாமல் அத்தனையும் போய் நீங்களே விசாரிச்சிருக்கீங்க.
அடுத்த தேர்தலில் வந்து அதிமுக மதுரையை கைப்பற்றும் சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. அது உங்க கருத்து? அடுத்த தேர்தலில் மதுரையை வந்து அதிமுக கைப்பற்றும் சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. அது உங்க கருத்து என்ன?
அதான் மதுரை மீட்ட சுந்தரபாண்டியன் அவர் ஏற்கனவே அவர் நம்ம பேசுனதால ஏற்கனவே சினிமாவில் கைப்பற்றுறாரு.
மதுரையில் வந்து சூரியனை பார்த்து நாயை குழக்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருந்தீங்க. அரசியல் அந்த அளவுக்கு
வேற என்ன பண்ணுறது? அதுதான் சொல்லுங்க. வந்து திருப்பி ஆட்சிக்கு வரணும்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. வந்த ஆட்சிக்கு வந்த பிறகு என்னென்ன மக்களுக்கு செய்யணுன்றது சொல்லணும். அதை விட்டுட்டு அவனை நாட்டை விட்டு துரத்துவேன், இவனை நாட்டை விட்டு துரத்துவேன்னு சொல்கிறது அதான் நாகரிகமா? கேள்வி அந்த அம்மாவை கேள்வி.
Now, is this decent? Go and ask Amma. That's Alagiri's response to Jayalalitha's open accusation at him yesterday. But if the older brother is busy getting flustered, the younger one stays calm, composed and perhaps completely unaffected. Jayalalitha had said something regarding needing actually a visa to go to Madurai.
அதெல்லாம் நான் தலையிட மாட்டேன். Not necessary.
Right. So, for more on that, we are joined by our senior correspondent, Peer Mohammed, who will help us explore the breadth of the issue at hand. Now, Peer, again, I'll repeat that question to you. You did tell me that the DMK looks a little shaken right now, but how really deep has been the impact, the nature of impact that the DMK has taken?
Yes, Ashmit, the DMK will definitely sit back and think. The kind of crowd that AIADMK has seen in this particular rally, particularly after 17 death threats were received by the AIADMK-backed JRTV office, and this has we could see that whether it is Alagiri or Stalin, they are not able to answer properly the kind of allegations he has leveled against the DMK regime. And we have to wait, of course, wait for the DMK chief to react to because last time Jayalalitha held rallies in Coimbatore and Trichy. Karunanidhi, in fact, gave answers in parts, like 5-6 statements in a row. No, he was not able to, because it's almost 2 hour speeches at Coimbatore and Trichy also. Because he touched on all the issues from PDS rice smuggling to the other issues like the Mullai Periyar Dam issue, and these are big issues which need to be answered in a leisurely manner, which DMK chief and Chief Minister Karunanidhi did on earlier occasions. So we have to wait for the proper response from the DMK chief. But these we know that either Alagiri or Stalin is not capable of handling these allegations leveled by AIADMK Supremo Jayalalitha. That is visible in the response that we have got from them.
Right. Now, Pete, to continue to talk about that issue now, do you think that having conducted a rally despite the death threats, and now that we are getting some mixed reactions, if not mixed, then at least the tone and the tenor is very different. So does that read into something about how the DMK is actually now perceiving perhaps a reorientation of sorts for the DMK when it comes to their main opposition party?
Yes, they will definitely go on a retrospective thinking, like what they should be doing ahead of the 2011 assembly elections, because this might be an indicator for Jayalalitha gaining back her strength in the southern districts. So they will be thinking now that they cannot take for granted their successes in the bipolar elections in the southern districts. Now they will be taking stock and they will be working on southern districts once again, Ashmit.
Right, Peer. Thank you for joining us. That was our senior correspondent again, Peer Mohammed, giving us some more insight about what this rally actually means in terms of impact for the DMK. Now, moving ahead, that rally in Madurai yesterday did not just take some brotherly feelings hostage. Even the DMK minister Napoleon's car was attacked allegedly by the AIADMK supporters. Let's look at the photo, PF, of that car that was released yesterday. Now, moving on, in some more news from the state, and the latest from the Tamil Nadu DGP appointment case, the Tamil Nadu government has sought a stay on the Madras High Court order which attempted to quash the appointment of Ritika Saran as the DGP. Now, the state government have presented a defiant front and held that the Chief Minister is operating well within the legal framework while appointing a DGP who he believes is the best for the job. Now, just to remind our viewers that a few days ago, IPS officer R. Nataraj, who currently heads the fire and rescue team, had won the case quashing Letika's appointment. Now, for more on this development, we spoke to NDTV's chief legal correspondent Vaidyanathan, and this is what he had to say.
The Tamil Nadu government says that the Chief Minister has the right to appoint anyone whom he trusts the most, because it says the DGP is the most sensitive and responsible post, and the Chief Minister has the right to do what he wants against whom he has more trust. So that is the main point. Basically, the Madras High Court set aside the appointment on the line saying that Supreme Court's guidelines in the Prakash Singh judgment was not followed in appointing the DGP. Basically, the judgment lays down few guidelines and also says that UPSC will be selecting the top posts like DGP of any state government. The state government will have to send a panel of names to the UPSC. So Madras High Court said this procedure was not followed. But in its appeal, Tamil Nadu government says that UPSC itself has appealed the Supreme Court, seeking some clarification which is pending before the Supreme Court. So under these circumstances, Tamil Nadu government has followed the right legal position, and also it says out of the 4 persons who are eligible, Chief Minister selected Mr. Saran. Secondly, it says that it's not a promotional post, it's only a selection.
Well, now graduates turn professors of a kind, and police have something to their credit while they get a hold more of them. More on that on the other side.